Hey, what's going on everybody? Today we're looking at the TAKARA TOMY TK, the Last Knight Caliber Leader Class Optimus Prime. And as you can see here, he's out of the package already, but just looking at the box itself, it comes with a really cool piece of artwork there at the front. Again, Caliber Optimus Prime, Transformers logo, the Last Knight down there, Transformers on the side there, TAKARA TOMY logo on the side, and we get some cool graphics there on the side as well of Optimus Prime there, and we get a picture of vehicle mode and Optimus with his features, the features that come with this particular model. We come with the Caliber axe, the new shield that comes from the back of the truck that transforms into the shield. We get a brief bio of Optimus Prime in English and in Japanese, and we get the convertible face plate feature. So there we have it, guys. Okay, so let's look at the vehicle mode. So essentially this is the TAKARA TOMY AD31 Leader Optimus Prime mold. So there isn't much difference to it except for the back of the truck there, which is obviously transforms into the shield. They didn't have that in the original mold, but essentially it is the mold if you're familiar with it. But if you're not, and if you're new to the mold like I am, first off, you can see that there's quite a bit of chrome on the grille. The blue stripe there is chrome as well. Top of the truck is chromed. The gas tanks on the side are chrome. On the other side as well, you get some chrome obviously on the smokestacks, and chrome on the wheels as well. And as you can see here, there is some chroming there on the Western Star logo. And also a really nice touch that I thought was pretty cool is that the Western Star logo text is chromed as well, which is a nice touch. You also get some paint application obviously in the flame design. It's the classic, well, it's classic now, Optimus Prime red and blue flame design, no pinstriping. There's also some flame design on the back wheels as well, the back of the wheels as well, and you also get some gunmetal grey for the steps on that side too, and some silver for the back, and some silver detailing on the hood of the truck and on the side as well. So overall it's a pretty hefty truck in terms of weight, which feels pretty nice actually. I'm really impressed with it. It's the first time, like I said, for me to actually have this in hand, and a really nice truck. One thing to mention is that the wheels are actually rubber. Obviously the hubcaps, they're plastic, but the actual wheel parts, they roll pretty nice. They are rubber, and they are pinned wheels. They're not capped. So that is a nice touch, and something to note if you're into that kind of thing. So overall, a really nice truck mode. So as I mentioned earlier, Caliber Optimus Prime is essentially the AD31 Leader Class Optimus Prime mold with a few differences. So I think it would be good to stick around and, you know, take a look at the transformation, even if you do actually have the mold already, because those few differences, you know, in the end makes up the actual shield and makes for a better, smoother, with no backpack robot mode. So if you're familiar with the AD31, you'll know that this mold has a ton of detail and it's painted really well. If nothing else, the paintwork on this figure is done fantastically. You've got a mix of silvers, the blues are painted to match the plastic. You have the red flame design, and you have some gold highlights on the chest. The legs are painted, the thighs are painted silver. You've got some red detailing. On the knees there are some black painted details, and if I'm correct, they didn't actually have those details on the AD31. Going down to the shins, it's painted silver with some gold highlights. The feet are painted silver with some red, and the flame design just goes all the way around, all the way through the figure. Alright, so once you've got him all transformed and he's standing tall, all shiny, let's have a look at his profile. So obviously he has the shield on his back, and it's this huge backpack, very similar to the original mold where you have the backpack, the wheels, the back of the truck sticking out like that. And when you look at the back look at the side profile like this, it's basically, a huge backpack there, a huge chunk of plastic just stuck on there, like so. But the great thing about this mold is, of course, is that it is a shield and you can just take it off. So we'll put that to one side for the moment. This hinge part here swivels and actually comes down to make the backpack cleaner. And as you can see here, it's actually a new design for his back, having some pretty nice detail right there. And then when you turn him around, it's just this much slimmer, nicer profile of Optimus Prime there. So no more backpack on the side, it's just this really slim design, which is really nice. Again, there on the back, side, and on the front. So looking at the shield itself, it's not fully complete yet. There are a few parts to transform before we can call it a shield. So these two kind of these two parts here, they come down like so, and this part here comes down like that. And for Prime to hold it, he has a tab here which goes straight into that hole there. Let's get that out of the way. So here is Optimus with the shield, and it's a pretty cool shield. It snaps on again via the peg on his arm. There's a hole in his arm, so you can have it on either his left or his right. But as you can see, it is a really big shield, and it's almost the full size of his body. So I think it's more suited to the Revenge of the Fallen lead Optimus Prime mold. And the shield, I think, is actually based from Dark of the Moon, the shield that he uses when he's fighting Shockwave during that scene where he grabs his weapons from the ring. I think it's based off that shield. So again, it's a really cool shield, but I'll be showing you what it looks like with Revenge of the Fallen leader Optimus Prime later on. Just a little bit too big in my opinion for this particular mold. So like AD31, Caliber Optimus Prime also has the face plate changing gimmick. So all you need to do is to flip his head up like so, and you turn the face plate around. It's always harder to do on camera. And then you flip it down to get his closed mouth plate face. Both faces look really cool, but I think I prefer the open faceplate mask. I don't know, just my personal opinion. So the other two accessories that he comes with, Optimus comes with, is his sword right there, and it's pretty cool, really nicely painted and detailed, all silver here. It's the same sword that he comes with in his original mold, except, you know, it's silver and not orange. Get some red detail, blue highlights, and again it fits into his hand with this peg slot. You just kind of pop it in there, flip in the thumb, and he can hold his sword. And this looks really cool with Optimus. He also comes with his caliber axe, which is made from the handle's made from a kind of a soft plastic, and you can remove the handle like so, and the actual axe part, it's this is kind of a hard plastic. It's painted in silver with some yellow and orange highlights, and again you can get Optimus to hold this. This is the same axe that Optimus uses in Dark of the Moon when he kind of beheads Megatron. So I think a really cool addition, but again meant for the Revenge of the Fallen Leader class Optimus Prime. And this mold can actually hold it. There we go. So on to articulation. So if you have the 8031 mold, so you'll probably know what's going on here, but he can swivel his head side to side. It is on a ball joint, so you do get some tilting, and you can look down, can't look up too much, can't look down too much either. It is kind of limited. Looking at the shoulders, these shoulder pieces move and swivel, so you can pose them any way you want, and it does move out of the way when you want to pose his arms as well. His arms are on very strong ratchets, but the ratchets are actually spaced kind of far apart, so you know you only get 1, 2, 3 clicks out of there, so there's only so much. You know, you can either have him like this or kind of straight down beside him. So I do wish that the clicks you did have more clicks, you know, maybe 4 or 5 clicks in there, but that's just one minor complaint of mine. He does get a full 360 as well in his shoulders. He does have a lower bicep swivel, and he does have a single jointed elbow, but it gets better than 90 degrees, and he does have wrist swivel, which is good for posing a sword. And in his hand, his thumb does swivel back and forth, so you can put his sword in and close it to grip his sword. He has waist rotation, a little bit limited because his side skirts and his front skirt is in the way, but if you lift it up, you can move it a little bit more. Like I said, the side skirts, they do move up, so he can kick out, and you move the front skirt forward and he can kick forward a decent amount. He does have a single jointed knee, which gets him 90 degrees. He does have a lower thigh cut, so he does get the swivel there, and he does have ankle pivot because of the transformation, so you can get him into a proper standing or a wide standing stance like that, which is a nice touch. For weapon storage, he can actually store his axe with a clip there on his back and another clip there, so he can slide in his sword also. And it does look pretty cool. So one accessory that I forgot to mention was that he also comes with a Revenge of the Fallen Battle Blades blade, and this blade actually has a hilt, so you can get any of the Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, any of the leader class molds. This is my mold here. It's a bit beat up. I actually use this particular one for a custom. I was going to use it for a custom. I was going to paint him up. As you can see, the color of his head isn't the same color blue as the rest of his body, and he does have a customized rifle which attaches straight to his hand. But going back to the weapon, he can hold, Optimus Prime can hold the blade like so, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know, I think it's the same length as the standard blades that comes with the Revenge of the Fallen lead class mold, but I don't know, maybe it looks a little bit short. Maybe I just haven't seen it in a long time, but it's nice that they included it. Also with the caliber axe, the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime can actually hold that. So you just take the blade and the hilt apart like so, slide it in from the bottom like that, and then pop the blade back on, and there we have it. And I think, you know, this matches, or this suits this particular lead class mold a lot better than the Last Night Age of Extinction lead Optimus Prime. And I think, you know, we've been kind of waiting for, you know, as fans of the movie, for, you know, TAKARA TOMY or Hasbro to release an official axe. I know that there've been, you know, a number of third-party axes, but we finally get a official axe. Last but not least, we have the shield, and like I mentioned earlier, this shield you can actually attach to this particular lead class Optimus Prime, and the way you do it is there is a connector piece here that you flip out, and this connector part goes in to that metal rod. So all you need to do is push down this piece here to expose the metal rod, and you just clip it on like so, and then you can have Optimus holding his shield. So out of all of the leader class Age of Extinction, the Last Night Primes out there, if you were to get one, it would definitely be a toss-up between Caliber and AD-31 Prime. If you want the movie accurate shield and don't mind the backpack, then I'd say go for the AD-31. But if you don't care about the shield and would like some extra weapons for your Revenge of the Fallen Prime and want to clean a backpack for your Knight Prime, then it's Caliber. Unfortunately, there is no one be-all and end-all leader class Prime out there, and to be honest, I don't think there ever will. Takara has done this with us with the Revenge of the Fallen mold, you know, being countless repacks, remolds, reissues, you name it. One could argue that the APS-01U is the ultimate Prime, coming with both Striker and Jetwing parts, but then again, it's a maskless head, and some people want the masked. I don't know, Takara always finds a way to screw with us. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now, but I think if you don't have the mold, it's probably the best one out there. You know, it's got nice paint, no backpack kibble, and some good extras for your Revenge of the Fallen Prime. But for those who own the Takara AD-31, I can't say it's a must-have unless you really like the mold and, you know, you just collect movie primes. So I do recommend it, definitely for those who don't have AD-31. This is one of the only 4 other figures in this line that I think I'm going to get, the others being Voyager Prime, Voyager Megatron, and Leader Megatron. So let me know if you guys have the figure, if you're going to buy the figure, if you own AD31 and thinking about buying this figure. Leave your comments down below. I've got the limited Dark Optimus Prime Voyager on pre-order, and it's coming in next week. So I'll be doing a comparison review on that with a regular release. So make sure you click that sub button so you know when that comes out, and many of my other future videos come out too. But that's it from me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and as always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.